Piece of Wilmington's film industry is changing hands. Cinespace Studios, which is headquartered in Canada, has bought EUE Screen Gem studio properties here and in Atlanta.
Plans call for operations to continue locally as Cinespace Wilmington. WECT's Maura McJolton spoke to Mayor Bill Saffo about the deal. Maura, he believes it will be a boost to the film industry in southeastern North Carolina.
Yeah, Fran, Mayor Saffo says he recently met with executives with Cinespace and was impressed by what they bring to the table. Saffo says Cinespace has a training program in Chicago to sharpen skills for film workers, and he believes a lot of those people will now want to work here in Wilmington. The mayor added that having a company with studios around the world can help build connections and may attract other large companies to town. He says Cinespace leadership knows Wilmington has deep roots in the film industry.
I think they want to definitely see it grow. And now that not only is Cinespace buying Screen Gems, but also the fact that we have another studio that's currently under construction with Dark Horse Studios just shows the amount of enthusiasm and business that's out there that's wanting to come here to Southeast North Carolina to film.
Now, Saffo also told me that this new deal will bring some significant upgrades to the Wilmington studio. He also pointed out that Cinespace has strong relationships with many production companies in Los Angeles, and Saffo believes that connection is what will push more companies to want to film here in southeastern North Carolina. Fran.
All right, interesting. Thanks so much.